Okay, final one. Definitely for the day. I'm relying on Dr. Donald Trump, I call him. Because I've come up with an idea for Asia and for the pollution problems that could make him a lot of money. And I've given it to him freely because I might be in trouble, but I'm not in trillions of dollars worth of trouble. And I wish Asia would cut the Americans a break, really. A relief effort would be made to try and get America out of trillions of pounds worth of dollars worth of debt or whatever, because I think they deserve it. Because it's my belief that the reason we have a lot of the really, really good technologies we have now is because of America. America consistently has developed what I've asked them to. If they built air conditioning units, you can be as romantic about it as you want and say that we lessen pollution and things around the world by planting trees. If you can build air conditioning units that is a fraction of the cost, a fraction of the effort, and I think Ford, I felt like I was in paradise when I was in a Ford vehicle with the air conditioning. So you build air conditioning units that air condition the outside as well as the inside, and it just sucks up all that pollution. It probably does it fairly gently. We don't want a cyclone or a tornado out of it. But it's my belief it would work, and you can be as romantic about planting trees as you want to. At the end of the day, if what's going to work is something man-made that does what a million trees couldn't in a shorter space of time, much cleaner, and maybe pull a carbon product out of it. I keep thinking we could get diamonds and things out of the carbon monoxide and the carbon that you suck in. You have something that's going to solve the problem and give America her dignity back and a lot of her money as well, because that would enforce the Kyoto Agreement, which was very important back in the 90s, and maybe Asia, who is tax rich because and is rich because of the Americans, we would like to cut them, some relief and the bank is beginning to help me with my financial worries, and they are worries now because I've quit work because I couldn't do it anymore. I am not going out to a bunch of murdering scumbags, which is what they've become in these pubs, because they get very drunk, they want the attention. There's been a murder in Arbroath, there's been a murder in Inverness, there's been, death everywhere, and I'm thinking they're just getting drunker and drunker and more rowdy, and I'm not doing it anymore. So I have somehow to come to terms with the fact that I'm going to have to make major life changes, and one of them is the puffer and the cigarettes, and then I can meet my obligations and my responsibilities to pay the bank back. It's not easy for America because they're in trillions of dollars worth of debt and the interest is rolling on, but the banks, I think, have to somehow stop it. And what I thank them for really is their developments. I mean, consistently they have come out with technologies and just the awesome sight of that donkey doing all the work in the oil fields, and you realise what that could do for the farming and kinetics developments in how to take the backbreak out of that. And maybe, India and Pakistan, India particularly, is rich and could do with engineers over, or being taught how to revolutionise their sewage systems. And again, it wouldn't necessarily cut back on stuff because you still need staff to maintain and watch the instruments of help. And certainly India has the steel that they could make the tools out of, and Donald Trump knows all about them. Dr. Donald Trump, as I've called him, is a builder, and Ford is one of the best ever value products and their refrigerators as well. Their air conditioning. Americans, I think you deserve it. So I'm going to ask that an effort is made to try and relieve them of the burden of the debt that they're in. And one of the reasons is you do pursue the dream, you do pursue the best, and you have made massive, how can I put it, you've bought a lot of stuff. And it was being produced anyway. What's wrong with that? If somebody makes the effort and you want to buy it and